The Commissioner of Police, Mohammed Katsina, told newsmen after the arrest that the suspects had entered Owerri and were lodged in a certain hotel on Onitsha Road, where they were meant to thumbprint some cards for an unidentified political party. The police also claimed that 2 pump-action rifles were found on the suspects, along with some charms. Although the police are still carrying out investigations about their motives, the suspects said they were recruited from Osun by a big politician.
Well then, in order to nip such further incidents in the bud, the Nigerian police have ordered a restriction of movement within the boundaries of Anambra State with effect from 6 p.m. on Friday, November the 15th to 6 a.m. on Sunday, November the 17th. In a press statement signed by police spokesman Mr. Frank Mba, the police authorities pointed out that consequent upon the order, all states contiguous to Anambra State will be heavily policed. He, however, adds that those on essential duties are not affected by this order. While regretting the inconveniences the order may cause the citizenry, the police implored them to see this order as necessary in the present circumstance and geared towards a credible and successful governorship election. The police urged travelers to take advantage of alternate routes to their destinations where necessary while the order lasts.
Away from the Anambra election, it is exactly 1 year that the late strong man of Kwara politics, Dr. Olushola Saraki, passed on as a result of illness. And to mark this day, a prayer was organized for the repose of the soul of the late politician by his immediate family. The event, which took place at the Ilorin Central Mosque, was attended by prominent personalities from different parts of the country. The prayer session was led by the Chief Imam of Ilorin, Alhaji Mohammed Bashir, who admonished the people to emulate the virtues of the deceased, who impacted positively on the lives of Kwara people. The eldest son of the deceased, Senator Bukola Saraki, expressed delight in the accolades poured on his late father, promising to keep his legacy going.
Well, still to come on News Track, the Federal Road Safety Commission is investigating an accident purportedly caused by the Kogi State Governor's convoy, resulting in the death of former ASU President Professor Festus Iyayi.
We have more stories and the details of that after the break.
We'll be right back.
Anambra kereke, Anambra mama, Tony Moye, onye ọbụla binyaka, Tony onye nke m, ọ bụ ya, onye nke anyị, onye na ọ ga na-aga, manna, okorobịa na agbọghọ, onye ọbụla binyaka.
Nyere Tony Nwoye maka gọvanọ Anambra State ka anyị wee na-aga n'iru dịka o si kwesị ekwesị. O ruologo ntutu taa na-enyekwa ntụziaka na tupu oge eme ọnwa 6 o guzoro dịka gọvanọ, ntọrị mmadụ nke bekee na-akpọ kidnapping ga-eli mbọmbọ ọsọ.
Anambra Makano! PDP!
But if you're just joining us, you can get more on our top stories and other programs on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. To get us on your mobile devices, log on to m.channelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores.
And now you can interact with the channel's Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. If you have a picture or video to share with us, all you need to do is download the Channels TV Android application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions to share your report, pictures, and videos. The Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Commission, Mr. Osita Chidoka, says the commission is investigating the car accident in Kogi State that claimed the life of the former president of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, Professor Festus Iyayi. Mr. Chidoka, who confirmed that The accident is the third involving the Kogi State Governor's convoy this year. Added that the drivers in the Governor's convoy are yet to take part in the training for them 2 years after the exercise commenced. The FRSC boss noted that the Road Safety Commission is considering a compulsory installation of speedometers on convoy vehicles to curb the menace they constitute on Nigerian roads.
When we saw that the convoy drivers were becoming a problem for the country, we started a process of training convoy drivers. And many state governments, we worked with the Governors Forum, and many state governments submitted their drivers to training. And after the training, we decided that we're going to develop a category of licenses for convoy drivers so that we are sure that the person is qualified to be a convoy driver. Interestingly, the Kogi State convoy have not been involved in this training. I'm just been told by the sector commander that the governor have asked him to take all the convoy drivers in Kogi State for this training because Kogi State drivers were not involved in the training. Of the 700 convoy drivers we trained in the last 2 years, from that day till date, none of them have been involved in any road crash. The only crashes we have seen so far from convoys are from people that have not attended that training, because there were vital things they were taught about how to move in a convoy.
Well, there are 3 critical issues on the priority list of the National Human Rights Commission, supposedly. Well, they are the alleged detention of Mrs. Clara Chime by her husband, Sullivan Chime, the Akpo killings, and the alleged killing of Professor Festus Iyayi by the convoy of the Kogi State government. The cases will be considered by the Commission's Council on the 9th and the 10th of December this year. Professor Chidi Odinkalu let this out, was speaking on our breakfast program, Sunrise Daily.
That we're going to be taking that at the next council meeting, as it may also be likely that we may be taking the killing of Festus Iyayi, by the way. Because again, there are allegations about the circumstances in which he died, and it seems to me appropriate that if those allegations are, that given those facts and the fact scenario, again, there is an interposition of a state actor. That's the facts alleged are that he was on the road and a state actor was on the road and the state actor ran him off the road and he died. Now, those are the allegations. If that is it, it seems to me appropriate that a National Human Rights Commission should be interested in that fact scenario. We also do have possibilities for coercive action. So we can order remedies in terms of damages. We can recommend prosecutions. We can do it, different forms of indictments. But I do think it is important in our little spheres of activity or responsibility that we do not shirk responsibility just because people who look powerful are involved.
Elsewhere, traders at the Katako grain market in Jos, Plateau State, are counting their losses a day after a fire destroyed goods worth millions of naira. Over 200 shops were also burnt at the Katako grain market in Jos North local government area. The disaster was attributed to power outage in the grinding section of the market, which later spread to other ports, destroying assorted grains such as corn, millet and wheat, as well as groundnut cakes and onions that were preserved in the market.
We start from the question these traders must be asking themselves as they try to salvage whatever they can of what the fire has spared. As they pick the pieces, security officials guard against hoodlums who, like vultures, wait to pounce on the carcass of the market. Amidst all this, the fire service puts out what's left of the fire.
The cause of this fire is NEPA. It's through PSC. NEPA, as they brought light, then it spark. Then the fire irradiated outside. Neyman came to us and Seaman came. The local government chairman showed his representative. Even the governor of himself sent his delegate.
Due to what happened, because the fire shouldn't escalate,